All right, y'all. So, welcome to Sunday, and it's October 13th, and the year 23, right? Uh, Charli XCX's Brat, and it's completely different, but also still Brat. Remixes. It says ranked. This isn't necessarily a music review, but I got a little breakdown for y'all. I'm not really familiar with the character, uh, but here we go. You don't have to be familiar, y'all. It's a scripted fake world. And right away, look at the full name Charlotte Emma Atchison. Emma in the reduction cipher has 14, just like Brat. Okay, letters are equivalent to numbers. I utilize four ciphers with our English language, and it's very obvious. So I'll read a little bit of this. On Thursday afternoon, hours after her deluxe remix double album version of her culture shifting album Brat leaked, this one called Brat, and it's completely different but also still Brat. Sounds confusing, right? And hours before it would be officially released, Charli XCX held a listening party slash DJ event slash live stream deep in New York's Storm King Art Center. Autumn leaves cascading down next to mammoth art installations. She stood beneath one of her own, a macro scale version of the vinyl's gatefold erected in her signature Brat green, and pressed on a phone commanding an activated crowd. This album, not to be confused with her previous re-release, but it's confusing, y'all. Titled Brat, and it's the same, but there's three more songs, so it's not. Oh, OMG, right? Ooh, look how it says transforms, and that's interesting because you get the stage name Charli. Think about that. As I say that too, think about right transforms. Think about Taylor Swift as well. Think about that. TS, right? Right? Anyways, transform some of the pre-existing songs through features with starry collaborators. Oh, isn't that amazing? Billie Eilish. So you get Billy and you get Charli, right? Right as it says transforms. I mean, I really think that they're trying to tell us something here, y'all. And you can just look at the narratives and the agendas being pushed with us. I'm going to hesitate on saying uh, words related to POLITICS. I'm just kind of like, maybe I need to test that out, right? Because I notice um, these videos don't reach where I need them to reach. And I'm just kind of like testing different things. I'm not doing this for money, but it is important people view this. All right. So that's interesting. Billy transforms, and then stage name Charli. Ariana Grande, Lord, Robin, and her tour mate Troy Sivan. That is the beauty of dance music anyway. It has an ability to reinvent itself. And Brat also equals 41. I forgot to put that in there. But I do have, check this out, I have a calculator right here. Brat. You see, Brat's got that 41. And notice the 67 with Brat. I know it's confusing with some of these titles that they give us for these albums or whatever. but these numbers won't lie for sure. Look at Brat has the 67 right there. And when I'm doing research, I look over here and this says the Brat Summer trend is inspired by British singer Charli XCX's hit album Brat. And it says which was released June 7th and debuted at number 3 on the Billboard charts. And you may get like different dates when you do your research and maybe released a certain day in this area and over in this country another day. But anyways, that's just interesting right there. And that's undeniable, right? That's just at the least interesting. And we just started, so we're just going to build on that. And it makes me think of uh, what former rapper, now what television personality, Dub Brat. Okay, that's just and look at Dub Brat. Look at the name, Shantae Harris Dupart. And I don't want to say it at this moment, but I'll type it. You see that as we just spoke of that right there. And look at that birthday right here. You're gonna have to view it. Sorry if you're listening out there. But look at that birthday is right around the corner as well. So that's just interesting with the Brat thing. And trending, of course, right? And I did this decode off of the Associated Press. And then right at the top, it's got Harris. So that's interesting as I'm doing the Brat connection here with this artist. And let me go to Charli. That's how you pronounce it. Charli XCX. You see right here, singer, songwriter, full name Charlotte Emma Atchison, known professionally as Charli XCX. English singer, songwriter, born in Cambridge, raised in Start Hill, Essex, if that's how you pronounce that. Began posting songs on MySpace in 2008, which led to her discovery by a promoter who invited her to perform at warehouse raves. All right, so that's interesting. I want to go back over here now. Okay, so off to a nice start there. I do have. Let's listen to her on. There's not a lot of footage we can play associated with music. Obviously, we can't play the music, but here, let's listen to her speak. And look, you get butterflies right here. Think about like Michael Kors, right? Uh, that letter M, that letter K. Think about it like Michelob Ultra MK, right? I mean, you can think about that. And don't forget about like Charli and then connected with Billie Eilish, but supposedly females and they say transforming, right?
Hi guys, it's Charlie here. For me, staying positive goes hand in hand with being creative. And so that's why I've
Okay,
decided
I don't
that
know
I'm
how
going to
that
use
happened.
this isolation time to make a brand. Hi guys, it's Charlie here. For me, staying positive goes hand in hand with being creative. And so that's why I've decided that I'm going to use this isolation time to make a brand new album. And I'm going to keep the entire process super open so that anybody who wants to watch can. And I'll be posting demos, I'll be posting acapellas, I'll be filming myself in the studio.
I'm gonna be pissed if like I'm not supposed to be playing this video and then I gotta edit it later. I mean, that would kind of piss me off. Anyways.
Be doing Zoom conferences to ask fans or anyone watching for opinions or ideas. The whole thing, in that sense, will be extremely collaborative because anybody who wants to be involved can kind of explore their creativity alongside mine. The album is going to come out May 15th, and the album is called How I'm Feeling Now.
Okay, so this
which is a
is
working title.
obviously speaking on a different album, but that's cool. I mean, that's okay. I just want you to get familiar with who the character is a little bit here.
But I kind of like it. I can't wait to start making this, and I can't wait to share this whole process.
Okay, so now I feel pretty comfortable that we can go back over here as we kind of get familiar with the character. And as I go into this little breakdown, we don't have too much here, okay? Anybody can relate to these connections, though. So you saw that June 7 date, and here's a June 10th date, right? Uh, the album draws, and these album covers are interesting. You just get all like words on them, right? And again, with the long titles for the albums, slightly confusing, but we got it for you. The album draws influence from the 2000s English rave music scene. This one they're talking about here, with a more aggressive club sound than her previous album, Crash, in 22, a deluxe edition Brat, and it's the same, but there's 3 more songs, so it's not, with 3 additional tracks. This particular one released on June 10th, you see right there. Now look at that. The birthday's August 2nd, and that released 53 days before her birthday. And XCX was her MSN screen name when she was younger, which is really nerdy. The quote, nerdy of me, it stood for Kiss Charlie Kiss, said the boom clap singer. Well, MSN screen name just like that, 53. All right. And look, Brat, it's the same, but there's 3 more songs, so it's not. All right. So again, just slightly confusing with how. Okay, and let me with how they title these albums, and let me click right here. She released the EP Vroom Vroom in 2016, the mixtapes Number One Angel and Pop 2, both 2017. A lot of albums, and the studio albums Charli in 2019 and How I'm Feeling Now in 2020. To widespread acclaim, her 5th studio album Crash in 2022 became her first to reach number 1 on the UK album charts. And now let me do this. Charli XCX new album name.
The first 2 are Brat and it's completely different but also still Brat and it's completely different but also still Brat.
See, that's
I have 7 answers in total.
but this is the one I think in question right here. Yeah, you see right here. And okay, look at green. Ooh, green, that's interesting. I just caught something on the fly. So you see right here, this new album released October 11th, right? And now we're on the 13th, Sunday. So October 11th, Friday, usually when they release these albums. Brat, it's completely different, but also still Brat. And notice that green right there. And she had the other album, Crash. Check this out. I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, green, yep, equals 49, and Crash equals 49. And they say that's her color, and you obviously saw the color there. And I think it's in the thumbnail, unless I change it. And you know what? Speaking of Harris, the right over here, I'm gonna have to write it. Look at this. The 49th VP. Ooh. You see that? With the Harris name with Brat, right? Former rapper. Now, what was the? I can't think. Well, I can't think of the name. Oh, Dish Network. Now a celebrity in a different form. So that's interesting with that Brat Harris connection, and then we get the 49 with Crash and Green. I'm trying to think of something else with green at the moment. But I'll just kind of let that linger in my head. And again, look at this birthday right around the corner. And let me check the Brat's birthday.
April 14th,
Okay,
1974. According to
nothing that really
Wikipedia,
pops
Da
there.
Brat was
So,
born
okay,
on
let's go
April
back over
14th,
here now.
1974 in Chicago, Illinois, and was raised primarily.
All right. So, right here. So, again, now we're, back to this June 10th date. And again, try not to get too caught up into the names of these albums, but you see the date, you see the numbers, and you see how they don't lie right there. Okay? With that one. And MSN screen name in the code, if you just run the alphabet in reverse, apply the numeric value to the letter, 208. Very simple, y'all. And she began posting songs on MySpace in 2008, right? Like 208, like 28, like her date of birth, the second day of the 8th month, right? And I don't think I put MySpace in the calculator. I like doing this on the fly as well. Let's put MySpace and just see what happens. Oh, 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 it's magic. Okay? Oh, 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 it's magic. You get the birthday in 2 of the 4 base ciphers. That's on the fly, and that just kind of takes everything way over the top, doesn't it? August 2nd, 82 with MySpace. You see that letters are equivalent to numbers here, and you see this is a code that has been operated on us, right? Wow. Okay. And then again, the second day of the 8th month, second day. Crikey, y'all. That's amazing. Very much so. It's a video, but it's like I'm still live. And kick my light on here. And let's go back over here. So just amazing, man. I can't. That's amazing. And that's how we do the decodes. Obviously, I got to put some of the stuff together so we have something to work with. And then we land on the fly. Again, Charlotte, Emma, Atchison. There's probably something more with Charlotte. I now that I think of it, it probably is a good idea. Let's go over here, Charlotte, and just see if something pops up trending. A city in North Carolina. Maybe I can look at these numbers over here. Okay, I'm not seeing. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Charlotte, North Carolina. Look at here's South Carolina flood alert trending, right? A lot of us have heard about that, so that's interesting. Definitely interesting. Let me do this. Charlotte flooding. Mm, Charlotte, North Carolina, Western North Carolina communities are still reeling from the devastating conditions brought by Hurricane Helene. Look at this. 2 days ago, Charlotte residents devastated. I mean, sympathy, but holy crap, right? And look at how it says red or yellow, whatever they're referring to. That would be, I mean, again, sympathy. Imagine if that was green, though. What happens when you mix red and yellow on the fly? What color you get when you mix red and yellow? Okay.
Orange. According
I
to
was going to
Pinterest,
say,
what
y'all.
color does red and yellow make
Okay,
when mixed
back over
together?
here. I don't know if you can still hear Google speaking. Okay, but that's okay. So that's amazing. Nonetheless, with the Charlotte. Now I want you to notice these 15s and 51s, and that transform thing. If that is right, it's interesting with the name. But if that is right, be careful out there, y'all, because very hard to tell in some cases, you know. Check this out. We were just speaking of Charlotte. Look at the name Charlotte, supposedly the real name, right? Okay, so Charli like Charlotte, but it's still interesting because you get Charli, usually referred to boys, right? Or men, however you want to state it. Look at Charlotte and the stage name, Charli XCX. Same cipher, ordinal 102, reverse 141, reverse reduction 51 match. Now focus on that real quick. Just Charli equals 51. Look at the arrow. XCX 51, and those aren't Roman numerals or anything. Um, but look at that, 51, 51, 51, 51. Her birthday leaves 151 days in the year, and look at 51 from right to left. You see a 1 and a 5, like 15. Even 151, look at the first two numbers, 15 days left in the year on the birthday. Now that June 10th date right here, with this, I guess, other release that's here in the story, look at that June 10th. You get 15 date numerology. And look at the birthday, August 2nd, the 215th day of the year, right? Now, we can go back over here. Charlotte's got 39, like Charli, 39 like remixes. And let me show you the title again. Music review, Charli XCX's Brat, and it's completely different, but also still Brat. Remixes ranked. Do you see that? That's amazing. So we're off to a great start here, and there's not a whole lot more, y'all. So I love doing this. For real, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I mean, even if people are just viewing it, maybe it doesn't matter who's viewing it. I want people to view it, and I want to help reveal how this code, it's been like this forever, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's been like this forever, okay? And you see, that's it, right? And I'll probably go scroll the article. I like making these thumbnails as well. You know, again, this is just amazing. I don't know, they got it backwards. That's interesting because whoever's like running the show, um, they like to just flip everything, right? Confusion. What's good is bad. What's bad is good. All of like the dualities, red and blue. Think about that. Black and white. A lot of these division stories. It's interesting how they got it backwards right there. You see, that's how it pops up. Brat, and it's completely different, but also still Brat. I mean, seems confusing, but I hope I make it simple for y'all. Okay? And that is amazing right there. You know, just kind of, oh, and you know, check it out. So look at Charlotte, 141. Okay? Uh, Charli XCX 141. So you get that 1 and 4. Again, like Brat equals 14. Middle name Emma 14. And remember, Brat had the 41 as well, right? And, you know, I could even say this is trending today. Uh, right? The 13th day of October. Right? I could say that. And I think I lost my point there. But, anyways, yeah, today is October 13th, right? Uh, Maybe that'll come back to me. But, anyways, we don't need it. We're good. And I'm not your average decoder, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm truly passionate about this. I'm not negative. And if any of the negative decoders want beef with me, bring it on, punk. Right? I'm just going to say it like that. Okay? So, yeah, amazing. Oh, did I find my point? I don't know. Oh, yeah, we made that 14 point right there. So that's amazing once again. Now I do want to scan. Maybe we scan the article a little bit and just to see if some of that. And you see Harris right up there at the top to sync up with Dub Brat, as we stated earlier. So that's definitely amazing. And a lot of times you can look at these stories up here also trending, and a lot of times they'll just sync up with the story next to it, which is interesting. I'm not seeing anything that pops right there, but let's go back to the article here. Let me get that. And let's just scroll down and see if something else just pops at us, maybe some numbers or something. This is the way Brat Summer ends, not with a bang, but a Twitch live stream. Scroll down. Some are completely overhauls, others ring true to the original. It's up for the listener to find their favorites. Until then, here's a ranking. Oh, okay, that's cool that we can look at the songs because maybe we see something, right? Uh, Apple. This is interesting right here. Apple, the Japanese house, song 13. Because the last decode I did, two starting pitchers, um, Japanese, faced off in the NL Division Series in baseball. You, Darvish, and I know the last name of the other character, Yamamoto. So that's absolutely amazing there. And then you have Shohei Ohtani, who is also on the Dodgers, with Yamamoto. So that's amazing as they knocked out the San Diego Padres and Yu Darvish. That's definitely a big connection there. I'll just scroll down. B2B. Ooh, look at that's you get B2B. It's not super amazing, but then you get the Charli XCX, right? And whatever this is, B2B, this song featuring Tanashi or whatever. Let's see. Sympathy is a knife. Okay. Guess. There's a song with Billie Eilish called Guess right there. So girl. Ooh, girl so confusing. Think about that transform thing as well, right? And we just did a Shania Twain decode where they said doesn't look like her. And remember TS trans, right? TS Twain Shania Taylor Swift, right? And you get Billy and Charlie here, typically referred to men. Ooh, what's this? What's this? As we speak of that. And for a song about environmental and internalized insecurities, one's certain genders know all too well. Okay, that puts it over the top. That puts it over the top. Featuring Lord. Y'all can go deeper on that if you want. And look, we just completely broke that down. Okay? So, you could probably do a deep dive on the character and her past and all of that. I mean, that's not why I'm here. This is daily decodes 81 to, hey, and we're speaking of Taylor Swift. Look it up here. Travis Hunter trending. Don't even know who it is, but Travis, like Travis Kelsey. And you get the T again, synced up with Taylor Swift. And Chiefs got a big rematch with the 49ers from the past Super Bowl this upcoming week in the regular season NFL. And look at Hunter, even like Hunter Biden, the son of Joe. And I shouldn't even have let that slip. because there's something with the politics right now where I think, like, since we're getting closer, unless you're like a selected character they push to the forefront, they don't want everybody speaking about these things, especially this. Me revealing the code, landing better than the ones they have at the top that they hand choose to put this out there. Gatekeepers, right? You know what I'm saying? Deceivers, and again, those are heavy shots subliminally fired, um, which probably scares characters like that, right? Definitely intimidated by me because they need to step their game up and they know who they are. Because if they do view this, and I know they do, right? They're just gonna zip it as the bots have been called off, right? Leave that guy alone is what I remember hearing, and y'all can put two and two together, right? So, not necessarily a music review, definitely a breakdown. Okay, so let's get more familiar with these characters as we expose the fake world. And look who pops up. Anybody plan on donating? I wouldn't. How, what a joke. As we speak of deceivers, look at how that works. Charli XCX's Brat, and it's completely different, but also still Brat. Remixes ranked. And there's always more, y'all. I freaking appreciate y'all. If you catch anything else, drop it. You know what I'm saying? You can hit me up on Instagram if you want. Links all down below. Oh, and check out all the other channels. So if you like this, hit the button. You know, I don't have anything. I don't get any push here to get this out there. It's all me. And again, but shout out Richard West because he's putting the work out there as well. It's a hobby for us, but it's still a little bit of work to it. But we are not deceivers, not doing it for money. Here's the truth. Take it for free from me to you. Brat, and it's completely different, but also still Brat remixes ranked. Again, there's always more. Appreciate y'all. Until next time.